I have an 8-year-old son. He's accelerated in school, very emotional though, an energetic kid. I have a vibrant 6-year-old daughter named Tanesha. She likes purple. She does very well. She's very social butterfly. She does well in school, and I love them both.
Leslie, you got a good report in school. Your teacher said I should be proud of you.
October 7th, 2013, I was injured. I was actually shot in the crossfire. That caused me to have to go through rehabilitation, and it separated me from my children. Of course, they couldn't be with me in the hospital or in a physical rehab.
Okay, well, I want you to grab my purse then. Can you hold that? No, I'll give it to me. Your hand's cold. Put your hands in your pocket.
So we were talking to Taneisha about whether she's interested in going back to school because she'd be a heck of a good social worker. Taneisha had been in a nursing home. She'd been shot and paralyzed. She had 2 young children, was desperate to get out of the nursing facility. If we did not have this 811 program with subsidized housing for somebody like Taneisha, she probably would have been in a group home. And in a group home, she could have seen her children, but her children wouldn't be living with them. So for a person like Taneisha, being in a subsidized housing unit really was the key for her to be able to live her life, be a mother, be a family, and be part of the community.
The better you look and feel about yourself, the more you want to be in a community, the less you're inside, and that's important to be able to get out and, be a part of the world.
How's your apartment?
I've learned to work with my space, so I know it now like the back of my hand.
The Section 811 Project-Based Rental Assistance Program is a program that provides a rental subsidy for people with disabilities, and we're targeting people living in institutions or who are long-term homeless. So 811 PRA provides that subsidy that allows people to pay 30% of their income for rent.
Taneisha had been enrolled in Moving Home Minnesota, which is Minnesota's term for money follows the person, and did get relocated out to an apartment. That situation did not work out well. She was paying way too much money and ended up giving a notice to get out of that apartment.
I got it, George, I got it.
My last apartment, I paid close to $950 for rent, which was like 2/3 of my income. Here, I pay 30% of my income.
And the children still
I think that this kind of housing is a better approach for somebody like Taneisha because she does not view herself as a disabled person. She is a very abled young woman, and she needs to be in the community, and she interacts with everybody.
You're trying to keep me on my toes.
Absolutely.
With this program, people are moving into very integrated units. It isn't one building built for disabled people.
Everything now is over $1,000 a month.
Living in a nursing facility, the mood is down. It's really hard to be motivated in a place like that. So being able to be reintegrated into the community has made me a lot stronger now, mentally and physically. I've gained a lot of independence, and I'm just grateful for those things. Yeah, Georgia, can you hit that fan up there?
I think the unique thing about the Section 811 is that we are coupling rental assistance with services. Services are important to support people to not live in institutions. Some people might need health supports, personal care supports that help support people to live in their homes. But the services follow the people no matter which unit they live in.
When you are in your own home, you have a bigger say-so. You get to pick who's caring for you, like I can pick my PCA or fire him. And I also have a social worker that I can speak to him if I'm not happy with the cares that I'm receiving.
Some people would think that, yes, it would be easier if everybody was just in an institution, if they were in group homes. It's the wrong thing to do. People have a right to live where they choose. They have a right to receive the services they choose.
This apartment, well, it's really convenient. It's close to a lot of things for my children, like the community center, the park, and a library. Their school is not very far, so I can even access that in my chair. We're close to the bus line. I like my community a lot.
Press the button, baby. It's automatic, then you don't have to touch that cold metal. Good job.
I think that the 811 program has just been a huge success for Minnesota. We have almost 70 people who have received housing. Along with that housing, a lot of them are getting supports. And I think Tanisha's case is a perfect example. Here we had a young, vibrant woman in a nursing home. Her 2 children could not be with her. What would happen to those kids? What would happen to Tanisha not being able to be their mother?
Spider-Man's sprung contraction, and Spider-Man shot a web and trapped the crook. He got a good look at him.
What are you reading? Is that still your favorite or no? The Section 811 program allows me the opportunity to give my children things that I may not have been able to give them otherwise. Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Sound them out, okay? When I was paying the $9.50 rent, that was basically all of my income. It would have been out of the question to think that I can put them in like swimming lessons. And I could just do a lot more things for them and give them more opportunities.
My buttons, my buttons,
My 3 groovy buttons.
my buttons, my buttons,
My 3 groovy buttons. Hey.
Oh no!
Pop.
Pop, pop, pop. Oh no!